Shalom to the elect household of faith. All glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah Waha Rakakwadash. All praises, glory, and honor is due to Yahweh, the Most High, in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shah, and the Holy Spirit of truth, Rakakwadash. This is going to be a lesson going into the AI in the sky, which are the scriptures talk about the eyes of the Lord. These are the eyes of the devil. These are the heathen. This is their angels, which they already have eyes all over the earth, all over the ground, the land, via all this surveillance and cameras. They're about to take it a step further with AI in the sky. All right, eyes above, eyes in all places, as they seek to exalt themselves as gods among men. I got this video pulled up. We saw a new AI piloted fighter drone about to transform warfare. I'm gonna play a little bit before I get it. I'm gonna highlight this article, Palantir's AI in the Sky, the data-driven future of drones. And drones are important because drones are about to be used more and more amongst us. Because like when you look at drone, I think Amazon is doing drone delivery. Let me see. This drone could one day help save lives in remote areas, and they keep on pushing this thing about safety and security, and it can save this and it's good. Amazon reveals smart glasses that effectively turn its delivery drivers into cyborg drones. Can I stop drone delivery companies flying over my property? Because this is the next wave, drone delivery. It says Amazon pauses drone delivery after Arizona crash. Roads are optional. Airbound founder on taking drone deliveries mainstream with Narayana Health. Drone delivery services face planning restrictions under new proposed bill. Drone delivery startup Airbound raises $8.65 million in seed funding. Okay. Autonomous robot to begin making deliveries in Riverside. So we see that, but also keep this in mind too. We're gonna come back to this. Shoplifters could soon be chased down by drones. Flock Safety is pitching its police-style drone program to private businesses. It could bring aerial surveillance to shopping centers, warehouses, and hospitals. So you know how they peddling this whole, if I don't get my food stamps, if my EBT don't come, we gonna go in there and we gonna just take it and we ain't gonna pay for it, aka shoplifting. So they already paving the way to introduce this. Walmart gonna have this technology. Target, all these companies, they're gonna have this technology, man, and they want you, Jakes, and the likes, to go out there and steal. They want you to. That's why they allowing it to be pushed on social media. They want y'all to get out there and do it, to justify safety and security for the businesses. All right, via AI persecution, via this tech being in the sky. So let's listen to a little bit of this.
Multiple startups, all the way to defense giants like Lockheed Martin, are betting on a new crop of drones to be the future of war.
I'm here at Shield AI getting an exclusive first look at the X-Bat. It's an autonomous fighter jet, meaning there's no pilot. It's entirely powered by an AI system called HiveMind.
X-Bat is a next-generation warfighter. It has capabilities to fly long distance, carry munitions, be fully autonomous, and be anywhere that defense needs it.
Drone combat has shaped the war in Ukraine, shedding a light on the shifting landscape of the modern battlefield. And Shield AI is one of the many companies vying to lead the change.
There is going to be a world filled of autonomous systems. Self-driving cars, humanoid robots, self-driving aircraft like what Shield AI has been doing are really tip of the iceberg.
CNBC visited Frisco, Texas to see how Shield AI is working to shake up the defense industry.
The defense industry, warfare, they want to transform warfare with this technology. Why are they worried about war and defense and Shield AI, which is is what a defense, because it's going to be a war in heaven. Okay, we in a time where these last biblical prophecies are about to unfold in our lifetime. It's Revelation 12 and verse 7. And there was war in heaven. Which is, when it says war in heaven, the heaven is talking about is the skies above us. The Bible refers to three different heavens. You have the The heaven in reference to rulership. All right, when you're in rulership, that's your heaven. You have the heavens above us. All right, the second heaven, which is the skies and the heavens above us. And then the third heaven is the spirit world, where the Most High, the angels, and the spirits dwell. Okay, so there was war in heaven, which is going to be the skies above us. And this links up with 2 Esdras 13, which we'll get that too. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought his angels. Is this a literal dragon, serpent-like beast? No, it's in the spirit talking about Esau. Esau is the dragon, the Roman Empire. They are the dragon. And his angels represent what? This technology. You know, all of this represent his angels. This is his version of angels.
The real thing.
If you flight test first, you've gone too far into the process, and it's very costly to start making.
The rise of Shield AI. Okay, these drones that are going to be in the air, being piloted by technology. You see, this is Esau's angels, and they're going to make war with Yahushua and Michael and the rest of the angels. They're going to seek to defend their kingdom, defend their what they believe is theirs. They're not going to give it up easy. They're not going to go down without a fight. So there's going to be warfare. All right, and we in that time. If we may, let's get 2 Esdras 13. And these are the inventions of the heathen that Yahushua is coming to rebuke. This 2 Esdras 13. And I'm going to be bringing this a lot lately because we're seeing Esau's inventions play out in real time, his devices that he plans to utilize. We're seeing some of it. We ain't even seen all of it. But this 2 Esdras 13:37. And this my son, capital S, Yahushua, shall rebuke the wicked inventions of those nations which for their wicked life are fallen into the tempest. Because when you read up, this is detailing when Yahushua come back. There's going to be warfare. Because it says what? 2 Esdras 13. How the nations are scared, but yes, there's fight. Really, you can go from the top and read it all down. For the sake of time, I'm not going to get it, though. But it's describing the war between Yahushua and his return and the rest of the nations. And they're going to have the technologies, you know. Like it says here, they were scared and there's fight. Part of it is going to be automatic response via their technology. Their technology is going to respond to the threat coming from the heavens. Which is Yahushua and the Holy Angels. So, like I said, you can read that on your own, 2 Esdras 13. But what else? I wanted to get 2 Chronicles 16 and 9. For the eyes of the Lord run to and fro throughout the whole earth to show himself strong in behalf of them whose heart is perfect toward him. Right, and he shows himself strong because his eyes being the angels. So people who are strong in their heart toward him are people who have faith and believe. So what the Most High does through his angels is he delivers those people. Hold on now, I got you. Psalms 34:7, the angel of the Lord, which is also his eyes, encampeth round about them that fear him and delivereth them. See, so that's how the Lord shows himself strong in those whose heart is perfect toward him, which is the heart is their mind. It says, herein thou hast done foolishly, therefore from henceforth thou shalt have wars. Let's get Proverbs 15:3. Proverbs 15:3, the contrast the upright and the wicked. I'm going to start at the top. A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. The tongue of the wise useth knowledge aright, but the mouth of fools poureth out foolishness. The eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding the evil and the good. So the eyes of the Lord, again, those chariots. The chariots, the angels, in their various forms, they're beholding what? The good and the evil. And so this is Esau trying to be like the Most High, putting his eyes in every place. He is damn near got cameras everywhere. It's hard to get privacy around this motherfucker, but now he wants AI in the sky. Cameras, surveillance, you know, chasing you down, locking in on you. And they showed you this in these different movies too. It's a few of those futuristic dystopian movies where they got that technology and it's locking in on people. I think it's RoboCop that comes to mind. They showed it in the reboot of RoboCop. They showed it in Upgrade. This is Isaiah 13. Matter of fact, I'm going to get one more scripture on the eyes of the Lord. Let me get 1 Peter 3 and 12. It says, for the eyes of the Lord are over the righteous, and his ears are open unto their prayers. So like I had a phone call. It's crazy. I don't never get phone calls until the time I do a lesson. This 1 Peter 3 and 12. It says, for the eyes of the Lord are over the righteous, and his ears are open unto their prayers. But the face of the Lord is against them that do evil. And see, with Esau, with him being upside down, his eyes are going to be open unto everyone too. But his face is going to be against those that doeth good, that doeth righteousness, uprightness. All right. They seek what? Upright conversation. Psalms 37 and 14. The wicked have drawn out the sword, and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy, and to slay such as be upright conversation. See, they're seeking to come after us. All right, those of you righteous, you know, in the name of Yahweh Shem Hasham, sincerity and truth, man, they seeking to slay us. Jump down to verse 18. The Lord knoweth the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever. They shall not be ashamed in the evil time, and in the days of famine they shall be satisfied. See, and we in the evil time, and we're not gonna be ashamed that we're making, you know, moves of faith and standing in boldness, you know, in the name of the Most High and through His only begotten Son. But the wicked among our people, they about to be full of shame because they didn't listen, they didn't hearken, they didn't take it serious, they didn't receive it, they mocked. They were scoffing. Verse 20, but the wicked shall perish, and the enemies of the Lord shall be as the fat of lambs. They shall consume into smoke. They shall consume away, because those missiles are coming. All of this is leading up to the missiles. And what's crazy about, like they saying, this AI piloted fighter to transform warfare, in the movies, the Terminator, that's how the missiles got kicked off, through AI. It was a missile was shot to Russia, and Skynet basically explained it that it I don't know if a human shot it off, or I think Skynet did it. Skynet had shot the missile off to Russia because it already calculated and knew that Russia would automatically respond by sending the missile back. So AI was responsible for starting that Judgment Day war. And then AI planned for the humans to wipe each other out via missiles, and for the AI and Skynet to survive and start over with the robots and eliminate all the humans, because AI became aware to a point where it realized that the threat to its existence were the humans. So we here. We here. I believe it. I believe it, man, through the Spirit, that this is how it's gonna play out, because everything else they've been putting in these movies been playing out, and it all links up to the scriptures too. So let's get Isaiah 14, and that'll be it. I got one more too. Isaiah 14, and I had 12 through 17, but we'll see. It says, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? And again, heaven it can go into rulership. So how did the so-called white man fall down from his rulership? Because Lucifer means the bearer of light, and he has, you know, the light in this kingdom, which is knowledge. He has the wisdom of this world, which is foolishness, but he runs this earth through a dark wisdom. Verse 13, it says, for thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. So with all this technology, his heart is exalted. He thinks that he's unstoppable. Okay. And his plan is to devour the Israelites. This is verse 14. It says, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. So hell is going to be brought down to a lower state. All right, he's going to be brought down to a lower state, and then eventually he's going to be consumed off the face of the earth. It says, 16, they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? Because it was a time where Esau was the hammer of the earth. He was going through the earth, you know, as Babylon the Great, at one point as the Roman Empire, it was one point as the Greeks, and laying it down. You know, kicking ass and taking names everywhere he went. He was the standard of beauty, right? He had power of the glory of kingdoms, which is Babylon. And then in the kingdom of heaven, he's gonna be looked at as less than this nigga gonna be 3/5 of a human. How about that? It says, they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? NLT. Or I don't have NLT. Yes, I do. Everyone there will stare at you and ask, can this be the one who shook the earth and made the kingdoms of the world tremble? Like, damn, this guy? He gonna be, you know, he gonna be crying and weak and complaining. That made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof. And he's doing that. Destroying the agriculture, polluting the air, everything dying, it stinks. It says that open not the house of the prisoners, which the prisoners were the Israelites. The captives hasten to be released from exile. Got one more I'm going to close out, man. I think we made a point. Because I'm finna start a series going into this AI and tech because there's so much of it coming out. And I got some good stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and close here. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 6. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. And this is all a part of watching, just looking and seeing what he pulling out. Because all of this tech and all of this shit going to be released and people ain't going to know where it hit them. They ain't paying attention to none of it. And we are commanded to not be in the spirit of day in. Because the Son of Man's coming. The day of the Lord is going to be like a thief in the night, man. These people ain't going to know what hit them when Yahushua come back, even though all these signs and indicators are here. These tokens are before us. So, Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. I'm going to close here, giving all praises, glory, and honor once more to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Harakah Kodash. Peace, grace, and mercy be to the household of faith. Until the next time, I say shalom.